Hey guys, I thought I'd start off this video a little bit differently. It won't be anything special, like it won't be me going outside and doing stuff to my car, or it won't be me getting new parts or something like that. I thought about a little idea. I actually have some stuff written down on my phone about some ideas or some updates and stuff like that. I guess you could kind of say that I'm trying to morph into starting to do a little bit more series work. So like regular uploads that you guys can wait for every single week, and therefore you guys can give me good feedback on what you think is good, and then I can sort of work on trying to make those videos better, and you guys can probably relate to that a little bit better than what you can relate to, you know, a random video every single day of the week. And I thought it would be really cool on like a Thursday or a Friday, sort of like the end of the week kind of, where it would be a cool idea to sort of make a series, sort of like a weekly update sort of thing. Sorry about my glasses, by the way. I'm like having a little bit of issues seeing right now. At work today I ended up spilling some chemicals in my eye, and it's made that eye really irritated, so I won't be able to see without my glasses. I do actually need glasses, I just refuse to wear them, so this is actually me. So yeah, I got a few little things written down on my phone, not too many. I thought I'd quickly chat to you about, so obviously I wanted to do a little bit of an update, and I guess from this update I would try and make a series out of it. So as I said before, you know, try and upload every Thursday or Friday, you know, like a weekly update. This could be the first one ever, and it would give you guys, you know, an understanding of where I'm at the moment, and what I'm doing to try and better my videos, trying to better my cars, better my series, better my YouTube channel, and just overall growth of the whole thing. Along with this, and along with the growth and all that sort of stuff, very recently I've been working on Wix, which is a website building sort of thing online, and I thought that it would be really cool to branch off from just being a solo YouTube channel with a Facebook page, and then having all my, you know, stickers and stuff like that made through the Facebook page. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to, you know, start up a website. So anyway, the only real website sort of building place I know is Wix. So I jumped on there, had a little bit of a play around. I actually really like the designs that come out of this, so I'll quickly show you. Alright, so the website's not loading on Wix, it's just a white screen, it's just loading for me, but I will show you guys a little bit later what it looks like. It's actually really cool, it's like a super clean design. Don't mind about all the logos and the stuff right now, and obviously like there's products there which I don't want to really make right now, because that would just sort of, I kind of feel like if I were to start to sort of like release merch now, that it kind of make me look like I'm in this for the money. It's not like that. I know a lot of YouTubers say this, and some of them are probably lying. I feel like if I was to start merchandising right now and then just say, like, you know, go buy this shirt, it says ZacBaldy across it and all this sort of stuff, and buy my hair gel and my glasses that are prescription, that you guys would kind of feel really disattached to the video. And I don't want to be that sort of person that's going to, you know, chuck products in your face like these socks right here, and like, you know, this TV remote and this bike tube, like, you know, go buy all this stuff, you know, it's really cool and it's the best stuff ever, it's the best merch in the game, you know. But I'm not like that. I don't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to wait till I had a bigger audience, and then I can sort of start doing that. And never will I ever pressure products into your face, you know, like I'll show you guys new products that just come out, and then I'll basically put it on the back burner. I'll leave a link in the description for all the stuff that you guys could potentially want to buy, but at the moment, I don't want to make that sort of stuff. I don't want to be that person that just shoves products in your face and then tells you to buy it. That's not me. I'm in all of this YouTube stuff for the videos and the videos only. This is a great way to sort of have, like, when your teacher told you to write a journal about your weekend, you do it Monday morning first thing. Well, this is like my journal, but it's like at the moment 2 days, but soon it'll be every single day. You know, I want to have this so I can see where I've come from with my little Ford Falcon, until I've come to, you know, my amazing V8 supercharged wide body Falcon thingy right here. So yeah, anyway, I'll be making a website. Also, I have decided to finally buy some new camera equipment. This camera won't change. I absolutely love the G7X. I'm gonna make a video about all the sort of setup that I use. And also, some of you guys have been asking what I use for photography, what I use for videos and stuff like that. So I thought I'd all put it into one video. That way all you guys can see exactly what I use for the cinematic shoots, as well as vlogs, what I use for photography, all the lenses that I use. And so the stuff that I've ordered a micro SD to 3.5mm jack for my GoPro. So the car vlogs should be a lot better. And with that, I also had to get like the little frame for the Hero 3 or something like that. I also ended up getting a little lav mic, which would be sitting right there-ish. So definitely, I know if some of you guys have been complaining, if you're watching on computer or watching my videos with subwoofers, you'll hear my exhaust just droning and droning and droning. And it's honestly really loud, and especially when I'm editing, because I edit with like super bassy headphones. I have Logitech G430s, and they're gaming headphones, so all gaming headphones are actually just super bassy. I find it difficult to edit when all I can hear is, you know, it just doesn't work like that. So yeah, ended up ordering a little mic so you guys can hear my voice better. Also, I thought it'd be really cool to have a mic so I can mic up my friends' exhausts, especially Max's V8 Ute. Can't wait to put a mic on that. Also, to do with the car, I've completely shifted away from the spacers. I know I made a whole video all about that, and I'm glad I made those videos. Spacers just aren't for me. They weren't gonna fit up. I wasn't really prepared to cut the lug nuts, so I ended up spending like, you know, 250 bucks on just getting pointless parts for my car that honestly didn't work. Even actually the lug nuts won't fit either, so that's probably $300 worth of parts that I could probably sell off. If you're interested in buying any parts like the hub assembly, the wheel nuts, or also the spacers, just let me know. I'll sell them really cheap, I don't really care. This also means that I am going to be getting some new wheels. This is the one thing I was going to keep secret from you guys. I know that I can try and drag this on for as long as I possibly can. The issue I'm having at the moment is that I want 19 by 9.5. I know I definitely want that. I love the wheel specs. I thought it'd be really cool to sort of have a little bit of concave, so 19 by 9.5 should look really good. The only issue I'm having at the moment is I want +20 offset, which would make it flush with the guard. The issue that I'm having is I can only find the rims that I want in +15. I might just end up just sending over the +15 rims. If they will poke 5mm, I don't like poke. I don't think it looks very good on a Falcon. That's just my personal preference. Other people have it. It looks amazing, I know. My personal preference on my car, I don't want poke. So whether I get the +15 and then I like maybe mill off 5mm, possibly I could do that, but I would probably just end up rolling the rear guards and it might just all fit up either way. It might look really good, might not. You know, I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna get them and see what happens. They seem to be the only one in the country, and they've actually stopped making the +20s and the ones that I want. So that could be an issue, but anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, all you guys have to know is I'm getting new rims, and I'm not telling you. And this is another idea I've been having for a fair while now. I kind of want to, I see the only way in YouTube that I can really progress into making these random videos every single day to, you know, all that sort of stuff, is I can start making a series. I need to start, even though I do owe so much money on my car at the moment, I really do feel like it would be a good idea and sort of great at investing myself into a project car. Now this is a big thing for me. This will be going just from one car to two, and that would mean driving my FG as a daily, which I do anyway, and then getting a project car. Now, just letting you guys know, this project car won't be anything special. I can tell you that right now. I would probably say around this time next year. I know it's going to be a fair while away, but that means I can still make videos every second day. I can still work full time and stuff like that. And that would give me enough time to get out of an apartment and actually start renting a house. So that way I have garage space as well, which would make these videos so much better. And that would mean that I have enough space to possibly get a project car. Now, I've been having a look around at project cars, and more so in towards the drift scene. I've been into drifting for a very, 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 very long time. I do want to get into some track stuff, but I feel like drifting would be a little bit cheaper in a way than tracking would be, simply because with drifting, I know it can get expensive, but you can start out with the base model car and then work your way up into stuff that you think you'll need. I don't feel like with, you know, like a time attack sort of scenario where you could sort of dive into the deep end and, you know, just get amongst it with a stockers rock car. I kind of feel like you would need tires, you need brakes, you need suspension. Even though you'd sort of need all that on a drift car, I feel like it would be easier for me to get into the drifting scene rather than time attack. I've been wanting to get into drifting for a very long time, and I'd say that in the future I will end up doing both, but at the moment I feel like drifting would be easy to get into. So the price range I'll be looking at is probably about 5 to 7 grand. I know that's really cheap, but that's about as much as I believe I can invest in myself. This would be really good. This would mean that I would bring so many of the audience members from that scene into my channel. And it also means that I'd finally get out of my Falcon. I know I've been wanting to get out of my Falcon for a very long time now. As much as I love it, I don't want to be driving them for the rest of my life, so I thought it'd be really cool to get into something different. And this car will probably most likely be a JDM car. So I've been looking around at some cheaper cars that I could possibly buy. All I really want is, I don't really care whether it's 4 or 6 cylinder. All I really care about is that it's turbo and you can register it on the road. That's pretty much it. So I've been looking around and I've been looking at, even though they are very expensive, S15s, and I've also been looking at a couple of different things like, been looking at 240SXs, I've been looking at R33 GTSTs, and there's been a couple of different cars that have come across my search bar that I've been looking into, and then sort of, you know, I'm not quite sure. So the only thing I really wanted to focus on with the project car would be to make sure that you can buy it in America. I know this sounds stupid because I'm in Australia, I should be able to buy any car I want. But the thing is, I feel like with YouTube, I can definitely benefit from having a car that can be sold in America, because that would mean I can get viewership from America. So if I were to buy, let's say, an S15, which isn't allowed in America legally until 2024, that would mean that all the people over in America that, you know, don't have an S15 or don't know about an S15 won't even know about my channel. They won't even know about my drifting, they won't know about my car. However, if I were to buy an R33 GTST, they're everywhere in America. So everyone who's an American, in the American drift scene with an R33 GTST, they could come straight to my videos and relate to me instantly. And let's not forget that America has a population of probably 10 times that of Australia. I've also been looking at a 350Z. I've heard from Adam Ozzy that these are good ideas for a beginner's car because they are super reliable, they're super easy to drive, stuff like that. The only thing with the 350Z is the fact that I'm really short. I don't know if you guys can notice. I'm actually gonna show you guys right now. See, I'm really short. This is the couch. It's probably like half my height. I am pretty much only 168 centimeters tall, and the only issue that I have with the Nissan 350Z is the fact that the seat doesn't go up. I know eventually that I'll be getting like a racing seat and stuff like that, and I can actually fix myself into a seat. However, I think it would be a good idea, especially if other people are going to be driving my car. I would probably need sliders. I'd probably need a whole mechanism that can move my seat. So yeah, I don't fit in 350Zs, not because I'm too big, but because I'm too small. When I sit in 350Zs, all I can see is the cluster. All I can see is my revs, all I can see is the speedo, I can see the top of the wheel. I cannot see the road from inside a 350Z. And if you guys ever meet me in person, you guys will realize that I'm actually really short. I'm not saying this that it's a bad thing that I'm short. It kind of is in this case because I want to buy a 350Z, but I'm short. I actually really like being short. It's cool. I don't really mind either way. I don't really care. But yeah, that's going to be one of the biggest issues, is the fact that I can't buy a 350Z because I do not fit in them. So yeah, that's why I've been looking at these other cars. Eventually, I probably could work out a way that I could probably fit into a 350, as much as I would love a 350. Yeah, there are other cars out there that I could possibly get into. So it would kind of make me be more unique to steer away from that sort of car, even though a lot of people have them. I'm not quite sure. If you guys have any suggestions for me, leave a comment in the comment section down below and I would be sure to check it out. But yeah, anyway, that's probably going to do me for this weekly update. It's my first ever one. As I said, I'll be bringing these out every Thursday or Friday, depending on which one is my second day to upload. And yeah, I thought it'd be a really cool idea. So yeah, anyway, well, let me know what you think down in the comments down below the video, in that little thing down there, and let me know what you guys think about the weekly updates. I thought it'd be a really cool idea because that means I get to keep updated with what you guys are doing, as well as keep you guys updated with what I'm doing and what I'm doing with my car, what I'm doing with my channel, what I'm doing with absolutely everything. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed the video and I will see you all later.